Welcome back to Dr. Liu's VCE Biology. Today's topic is determining the relatedness over time, as presented in the 2025 NHT Biology exam. Let's learn together. If teachers, parents, or students notice mistakes in my explanations, please provide me with your feedback. The diagram below depicts a geological cross-section of sedimentary rock layers, in which groups of fossils have been discovered. The correct answer is C. Decay of radioactive elements. Reasoning: absolute dating provides a specific numerical age, e.g., millions of years, by measuring the physical properties of an object. This is primarily done through radiometric dating, which tracks the steady decay of radioactive isotopes like carbon-14 or potassium argon. Options A and B refer to relative dating, which only tells you if something is older or younger than something else based on its position in the rock layers, superposition, or the presence of known fossils. A paleontologist uncovered 4 fossils within the same layer. The specific period in which fossil S existed is unknown. By analyzing the time periods indicated by the arrows in the diagram and comparing the relative position of the fossils found alongside it, the period fossil S existed can be inferred. The correct answer is B, Neogene. To solve this, we look for the overlap where fossils Q, R, and T all exist at the same time. Since they were all found in the same layer as S, fossil S must have existed during the period where all 3 others coexisted. Analyzing the diagram, fossil Q, leaf-like, exists from the start of the Neogene through the Quaternary. Fossil R, flower-like, exists from the Cretaceous through the end of the Neogene. Fossil T, shell-like, exists from the Jurassic through the end of the Neogene. The conclusion: the only time period where Q, R, and T are all alive at once is the Neogene period. Therefore, if fossil S was found in a layer with those 3, it must have come from the Neogene. Foot bones in the foes are called phalanges. In the images below, the phalanges of a human and dog are compared. The upper phalange of the dog corresponds to the big toe in human. The upper phalanges in dogs may be considered an example of selective breeding for homologous structures. Molecular homology and vestigial structures. Homologous and vestigial structures. Structural and molecular homology. Based on the information provided in the image, the correct answer is C, homologous and vestigial structures. Here is a breakdown of why these terms apply to the dog's upper phalange, commonly known as a dewclaw. 1. Homologous structures. Definition: these are physical features shared by different species because they were inherited from a common ancestor. Application: the prompt states that the dog's upper phalange corresponds to the big toe in humans. Context: even though they look different and are positioned differently, they share a similar underlying bone structure and evolutionary origin. 2. Vestigial structures. Definition: these are anatomical features that have lost most or all of their original function through evolution. Application: in the dog, this upper phalange is positioned high on the leg and does not touch the ground during normal walking. Context: while the human big toe is essential for balance and locomotion, the dog's version has become reduced and largely non-functional, making it a vestigial trait. Why the other options are incorrect. A. There is no evidence here that this was a result of intentional selective breeding by humans. BD. While molecular homology, shared DNA of proteins, likely exists, it cannot be determined just by looking at the X-rays and physical photos provided in the question. Determining the relatedness over time, revision summary fossils and geological time relative dating, compares ages using rock layers and fossil position, law of superposition, index fossils absolute dating, gives a numerical age, decay of radioactive elements, a radiometric dating. Inferring fossil age, fossils found in the same rock layer existed at the same time. An unknown fossil's age can be inferred by finding the overlapping time period of known fossils. Example: fossil S Neogene period, overlap of Q, R and T, comparative anatomy and evolution, homologous structures, same evolutionary origin, different functions, evidence of common ancestry, vestigial structures, reduced or no longer functional. Example: dog dewclaw, human big toe. Homologous and vestigial exam tips: absolute equals radioactive, decay relative equals position, and overlap structure comparisons equals homologous vs vestigial. If you need my help, please add me on WeChat or WhatsApp and send me an email. Thanks for your attention. Please note Dr. Liu's VCE Physics channel, Dr. Liu's VCE Chemistry channel, and Dr. Liu's VCE Biology channel.